Hello, my beautiful friends. How's everybody doing today? I am so excited to be back. It's been about 2.5 weeks since I filmed. I just needed a mental break, just regather my thoughts, reevaluate the channel, seeing which way I wanted to take it. So I did put out a community post. I don't know how many of you get that, but a few of you responded, and I truly appreciate it. You guys have great ideas, and I am just so grateful when you guys do respond to that because it really helps me out. So I'll get more into that in the video, but yeah, we're trying out a new foundation, you guys. It's a wear test. I've already filmed the first day, and today I'm going to be doing another wear test, so I'm super excited about this one. And I also have a few new products I want to be testing out as well. So we have a lot to cover, you guys, so let's just get started. Okay, you guys, I am a little nervous, not only because it's been 2.5 weeks and I haven't filmed anything, so I feel, it's my first time filming again. But I'm doing things a little different on my end. I used to use my phone monitor because I still film on my phone, you guys. I don't have a, fancy camera. So I heard that the back camera is, the best to use. So I can't see myself. So I bought a monitor. So my monitor's over here, and I have to just really be trusting of what this monitor is saying. So yeah, it's just going to be different, you guys. So if you see me looking over there or here a lot, my mirror's right here, my monitor's over there. So I don't know, you guys, I'm super nervous, and I couldn't plug in my what is a microphone because just because there's not enough outlets. So I'm going to look into that. So hopefully you guys can hear this. Hopefully you can see it, and the lighting, you guys, it's a hot mess. But I just wanted to try something different just to see if you guys get more clarity on, like my skin, all that, using the back camera. Okay, you guys, so yeah, a lot to cover. Like I said, I've already filmed the first day. That went really well. So the first day, the foundation actually that we're going to be testing out today, doing a wear test, is this new one by Maybelline. It's called the Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint, and I got mine in the shade 220. So you guys, I was just super excited about this because it's very similar, or I even figured it'd be very similar to the L'Oreal, and this is the True Match Nude. So you guys remember this one, and I thought, being a serum or something, they usually have this kind of applicator, or I don't know, you guys, whatever that's called, and I can't stand these. I cannot stand these. So anyway, but this is the comparison here. You guys will see. Okay, you guys, this is really weird because I feel like it's backwards on the monitor. So, but this is the comparison here. I'll share that when I show you the wear test from the first day. For my primer and protection, I'm using my Kosas SPF, and to fill in the pores, I'm using my Miss AOA. And here's a side-by-side of the L'Oreal and the Maybelline Superstay. And what I was noticing is the formula, they both have that pearly effect, and in the bottle, they're very similar in shade. So on the left-hand side, I decided to use the L'Oreal True Match Serum, and I apply that using my hands, and I just press it in slightly with a sponge. Now, the L'Oreal Tinted Serum, this is a very lightweight, radiant finish. It's very natural looking. I really love that serum. But let's try this Maybelline Superstay. This did feel a little thicker on application, and as I'm noticing, it's a little deeper in shade. But side by side, it's very hard to tell the difference. Again, they both have a radiant finish. They're both very natural looking. So as of right now, this is looking very similar. So today I decided to set only my T-zone using my Laura Geller Filter Finish powder. I love that powder. And to set the rest of my face, I'm using my Fab Lukes. I ran out, so I had to go run and get my backup. And this is what it looks like, you guys. It is a very similar finish, both sides. I think it's very hard to tell a difference. It's not settling in my fine lines and wrinkles. I am showing some texture, but that is very normal for me. So as of right now, I actually like both sides. They both have a very beautiful radiant finish, but let's see what it looks like at the end of the night. Okay, you guys, it is 8:40 at night. When I ended the video earlier, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. So this has been on for a very long time. So I've worked through this makeup. I actually worked out today, so I did perspire quite a bit. And this is what it's looking like, you guys. Honestly, I cannot tell a difference between the L'Oreal and the Maybelline. They're both very similar at this point. Earlier when I applied the makeup, like I was saying, I felt like the L'Oreal had just slightly less coverage, but as of now, I mean, it looks really the same. There's still a beautiful glow that it's giving off. The only place that it's wore off really is like the tip of my nose. It's still around here, you know, it's still on around where my glasses lay. Also right here where it usually comes off, and there is no settling in my fine lines or wrinkles. It looks maybe just a little bit oily, but you guys, again, it's been on all day and I worked out, so I am super impressed. I've always been impressed with the L'Oreal one, so it's been one of my favorites for a very long time, but this one is very nice as well. This one, I just feel like you get a little bit more coverage. I don't know if it's because you know, it's a little deeper of a shade, but I'm really liking it so far. Again, I just want to refresh your memory. I didn't use any primers except, you know, in the T-zone. The only thing I used was my sunscreen. So when I do another wear test, I think I'm just going to do maybe one side with a primer, set it. I'm just going to do something a little different. But as of right now, I really wanted, you know, I was really curious how the two, you know, if they were very similar or very different. And they're really very similar. If you didn't like this one, maybe try the Maybelline one and just see. But yeah, you guys, I don't know. I don't think that you would need both. That I will say, because as you can see, they're very similar. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do some different tests using the skin tint. Maybe I'll use different products just to see if it makes any difference. All right, you guys, I'll be back tomorrow. What did you guys think? It's a pretty close comparison, I think. Like I said, if you already have this one, I don't know if this one is really unnecessary. So if you don't have this one or you didn't like this one, then maybe, you know, this is worth the try. I do think this one is cheaper than this one. So, you know, today's just going to be another wear test. I'm going to be using different products just to see if it makes a difference. And there are a few other, you know, products, like I said, I want to test out. So let's get into this so it's not a super long video for you guys. Okay, so the new palette I want to try out is this one by e.l.f. and it's called Mad for Matte and Super Breeze. So it's an all matte palette, but I just thought it was really pretty. It's just a neutral palette. So I think I'm just going to do an all matte look today, you guys. But you know, when I first saw these online, I was like, you know what? Is it just a bunch of their bite-sized palettes, you know, thrown into a 10-pan palette? No, these are all different undertones. So I already tried the other palette. I think I posted a video on here on that. You guys, if I can get this open, we might be able to test this out. I'm going to start opening up all these packages before I get on camera because this is ridiculous. It takes me forever. So again, this is the palette. Yeah, like I was saying, the formula is, you know, very different. The undertones are very different from the bite size. Like when I first saw this shade online, I was like, I wonder if that's just from one of the other matte palettes that they just threw in here. No, it is completely different. So let's get into this, you guys. Let's come up with just a very basic eye look because I really want to get focused on this foundation. So I will put a timestamp, you know, if you're here just to watch the wear test on the foundation, I'll put that somewhere up here of when that begins. But if you want to watch this, you know, I'd be very grateful. And yeah, and if you're new, welcome. I have seen some new subscribers, and I truly always appreciate that. I'm so happy that you took a chance and clicked on one of my videos. It just means so much to me. The reason why I took a mental break, you guys, is because of that, actually. You know, I just felt like my channel is kind of stagnant. You know, I just feel like, you know, I keep posting, I just wasn't getting anywhere, and it just really plays a toll on your head. You just kind of start thinking, okay, you know, it takes a lot of time, you know, of your personal life to film and stuff. And then, you put out a video and I just started seeing a decrease in my views and my subscribers. And I just kind of freaked out there for a second, you guys. And same with TikTok, Instagram. It just kind of just, I'm like, okay, is this as far as it's going to go? And if so, I just, had to really evaluate, is that okay with me? And it is, because you guys, after a week, I really had to force myself not to film again because I just missed it so much. So this is just a part of me. And, I just got to, I've said it so many times in my videos, I just got to let that part go, but I do know that I do want to take this, channel another direction, because I feel the beauty community is just getting a little strange. I think TikTok has really played a part in that. I think it's almost ruined it, because people are looking for quick reviews and stuff like that, and I feel like you just don't. I don't know. I personally would like a more full review, because I just don't think you get the full picture. Okay, you guys, I'm thinking of where I'm going to start here. I love this shade here, and this shade is really pretty too. It's like a peach, so I'm just debating where I want to go. Let's go with this peach and just see what it looks like as my transition shade. So yeah, and like I was saying, yeah, I just think that TikTok has really, I don't know, it's really kind of dampened the beauty community. You get a lot of false reviews over there. People are not being honest. I mean, it's just become, I don't know, a rat race over there. So I've kind of, I don't know. I don't know about TikTok no more, you guys. I love TikTok for other things. I love watching like funny videos. I love looking for like animal videos. Actually, a lot of my news comes from that, because as you guys know, I really, or if you've been here for a while, you know that I do not like watching the news. It just really depresses me. So I don't know. Oh, that's pretty, pigmented, you guys. I don't know if you can pick that up, but yeah, on the monitor, on the monitor, it does look kind of, I don't know, light, but in person, this is pretty pigmented. So yeah, like I said, this formula is a little different. So like I was saying, I don't like watching the news. I get very depressed. Everything just seems so negative. But the way I was thinking of taking my channel, and I want your guys' honest opinion on this, you're not going to hurt my feelings, it's just an idea. So I was thinking, because I do see a lot of stuff over on TikTok, here on YouTube, just stories that are interesting, that weigh on my mind. So much so, you guys, that there's a lot of times that I'm filming and it's kind of in the back of my head and I almost say something and I never do. So I'm thinking like once a week, I could do like just a get ready with me. Sometimes, I could use new products, but most of the time I'll just be bringing out oldies but goodies and just chatting with you guys. I would like to just talk with you, get the stuff that's on my mind with the news off my chest, see how you guys are feeling about it, maybe inform you on something that you didn't know. But yeah, that way we can all kind of bond. Everybody can talk in the comment section. I'm not going to do anything that's really going to be debatable. I'm going to stay far away from politics. You'll never see that here on this channel. The only thing that maybe I might talk about is my feelings towards politics, but yeah, that will never happen here. Nothing that's going to create a problem. It's just going to be maybe like a true crime that happened, or like the Titan that's been really weighing on my mind. So that will be the first one if we do head that direction. So I would like to, hear your guys' thoughts on that. If you guys have any amazing ideas, like for a catchy title, because it's going to be hard, because I have to involve almost like a get ready with me, or someone with something with makeup for the algorithm or whatever it's called to pick me up, because they're not used to me putting out that kind of content. They're used to seeing beauty, makeup, all that stuff. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind too. But yeah, I'm just looking for a catchy title. Okay, you guys, so that looks okay. Yeah, like I said, it's just a very different formula than the bite size. So what I think I'm going to go into now is this shade here. And no, this shade here, the one that I was originally thinking, and just go into this here. But I did love the other palette, the one, and I'll put a picture up here. The shimmers in that are absolutely stunning. Yeah, I really enjoyed that palette. Okay, so that shade is kind of getting lost a little bit in that peach one. So yeah, if I was to do this all over, I would choose either one or the other as my transition shade. So I'm just going to kind of add a little bit to this eye, and we're going to go a different direction. Let's go with this shade. This is really pretty here. It's very hard to really determine, looking there instead of here. It's very different for me. So, what have you guys been up to these past 2 weeks? I've talked to a few of you over on Instagram. That's why I love Instagram for that reason. You guys can always direct message me. A few of you are visiting a family from out of state. I got some friends from England that you guys, I absolutely love my community here. You guys are the best. I, rarely get any negative feedback. I don't know. You guys are just amazing. I know if, one of you are very ill, you and your husband, and, you know how much I love you, and, I do pray for you all the time. I know you've had a rough year. So yeah, you guys, over on Instagram, that's what is really nice. I can keep in touch with you even if I'm not filming. So yeah, always feel free to reach out to me. This palette, I don't know, it's not my favorite. It's okay, I would say. It's just very, I'm not having the easiest time working with this. It just feels like I have to really go back into the palette quite often to get, the color payoff. That peach was like super pigmented. It's kind of overwhelmed this whole look. So yeah, I liked the other palette much better. I'm going to go, do I want to go into that, you guys? You know what? No, I think I'm just going to keep it very simple, you guys. Let's just, keep it at this. I don't know. No, let's go into the black, you guys. You know me, I can never make up my mind. So let's see how black this is. Now this one is, yeah, it's a little bit more pigmented. Yeah, now that I've added, just a little bit more. I don't know, you guys. Sometimes, the first impression isn't the best. Sometimes it's great, and then you end up not liking the palettes or whatever you're testing out. So as of right this second, it's okay. Oh, well, you guys, it is what it is, and that's about the best I can make this work. But I am going to add a little bit of this matte here, just like on my ring finger, just to really brighten up this part of the eye. And I really haven't seen a lot of reviews on these palettes. Like I said, the other one I did enjoy a lot more. So, okay, and then what I've been doing is going back right here, and I just put this like really pretty much at the corner of my eye. And then I take these great brushes that I get off Amazon and just kind of smudge it upwards. And it creates like a little tiny wing, as you can see here. Again, just very subtle. Okay, and that is pretty much it for, what I'm going to do on the eyes here. So let's get into this foundation, you guys. I'm so excited to try it out again because I do like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to remove any excess oils. I've been doing that a lot lately. And any skincare that's just kind of sitting on top of my skin. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, you guys, I did get a new primer. And what I did get was the new liquid poreless putty primer by e.l.f. So I'm super excited about this because I've tried the putty primers and they're okay. You guys have heard me talk about it before. They're just not my favorite, I just feel like it just didn't do much. So what I'm going to do, I saw AOA Lines do this, is like a little side by side, just to see which one I do like better. So I'm actually going to go this way, you guys, because I always remember my right side more. So let's do the right on with the e.l.f. But let's start with the putty primer. And I'm going to apply probably about that much here. And really just fill in these pores. And I'm going to be pretty generous with this. And I'm going to see if it really helps, conceal the wrinkles up there. And I don't know if you can see a difference, in the pores. I really don't see a huge difference. So that's why I don't know. I just never really got into these putty primers. But let's try this liquid one. Oh, it comes out pretty quick, you guys. So be careful if you do get it. Yeah, because it is pretty runny. So I'm just, whoa, did you guys see it? Fell right off my finger. Okay, I'm gonna have to take some of this off. Whoa. Okay, so it does feel different. There's different, it's almost like there is a cooling sensation. I'm going to say, as of right now, I think this side is a more matte finish, and this one does have like a little bit of luminosity to it. So, but it's very hard to tell a difference. So yeah, it's going to probably be a matter of how my makeup applies over it, and how maybe my makeup will last longer on one side than the other. And I'm not going to use any primers today, you guys, because I use this the sunblock. And this works great as a primer, so no other primer when I use this is really necessary. So I'm not going to use a primer. So let's get into, we're just going to be testing this one today on its own, just to see how long it does last today. Okay, so let's test this out. Now on their website, it's $17.99. I have seen it way cheaper, even on Amazon. You can get it for, I've seen it as cheap as $11.99. So this has vitamin C in it. It's supposed to give like a radiant finish. I think there's 18 shades on their website. And yeah, it's supposed to withstand humidity, all that good stuff, you guys, and long wearing. So 24 hours, I don't know. I don't know why they always say that, but nobody wears their makeup for 24 hours. But I'm going to tell you one thing. We're getting rid of this little dropper situation here. And what I do, you guys, I get these on Amazon. And, they're in my Amazon storefront. And I will link that down in the description box, but along with everything else. But let's get rid of this dropper because I cannot stand it. So I am going to take whatever is off this dropper. We're not going to waste, you guys. Throw that away, and we're going to be replacing it with that. Hopefully that works. So I do have about that much on. And like I said, I do like applying this right with my fingers, just to start with. And then I do go in with a sponge. But as you can see, how easy this blends in. The reason why I do use my hands, you guys, mostly with these kind of products is because it is like a serum like formula. And I do feel, if you want less coverage, you could use a sponge or something like that. And I don't know, I just feel like I should apply it this way. And I feel like I do get the best application using my fingers when I do use, even my L'Oreal one. So look how fast that was, you guys. It blended in very quickly. So let's see if this works. If you guys do get this, there is like a little thing that comes off. And let's see if it works, you guys, because I am going to apply just a little bit on my sponge. Hold on. It might still be locked. Yeah, there was like almost still a lock. Okay, as you can see, it comes right out, you guys, and there will be no mess. And it just makes, using this product much more enjoyable. Yeah, you guys, this looks absolutely beautiful. And let's see what the, the putty primer and the liquid one. If I would have to choose, I do think this side is more blurred for sure. The liquid putty primer. This one over here, and I think that's why I didn't like it. There's almost like in some areas it looks like it didn't blend in all the way, kind of chalky looking. It's not, too bad today, but I can see that, and I think that's why I didn't use it. Okay, you guys, so as you can see, it's a pretty decent match, even though it is a little darker, because I am self-tanning, and I do have a video on that coming up, you guys. A lot of you have requested something on that, so that's coming in an upcoming video. If I had to choose, I don't know, you guys. This is a hard one. We'll see by the end of the night which one I would choose. Okay, so I did get a new concealer too, you guys. So I'm super excited about this. I've already tested it and I really like it. And the great thing is it's less than $2, I think. But it's by Miss AOA, and I got mine in the shade Light Ivory. So it's their new concealer sticks. They're super creamy. And so it looks like this, you guys. And I don't know. I got an email on it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. And I'm so glad I did. So I'm just going to place a little bit on my inner and outer corner here. And what I do is just tap this product in and on both sides. And then whatever's left on my finger, I kind of just drag that across. That way I'm not putting too much of the product in my wrinkles. So that is the difference. Not too shabby, you guys. So I am going to apply a little bit right here where I am a little hollow. I'm going to try to bring that part forward. And yeah, not even $2. I really do like this concealer. This is a great option, especially if you're on a budget. And if you have dry under eyes, I think this would work even if you have oily skin under your eyes. It's just that perfect formula. It's not too creamy and it's not too dry. Okay, and what did I bring down for bronzer? Oh yeah, I brought down an oldie but goodie. I have been using this a lot lately, and it's my Soul. And this is just wonderful, you guys. You know, that's why I love going back into my drawers. You never know what you're gonna find. And I don't know, you guys. I don't know why I stopped using this. Probably something new came along, but it's just very long wearing. It's great for this type of weather. It has a great scent to it. You get tons of product. And I got mine in the shade, I got the wrong brush, you guys. I got mine in the shade Light. So I just use e.l.f.'s Putty brush. And I'm going to hopefully not have too much. And I'm going to apply that. No, this is a buildable formula. I've been bringing it out more often, especially on really hot, humid days, because it is super long wearing. And like I said, the great thing is it's buildable. Okay, and for powders, what I brought down is, since we're using Maybelline products, I did bring down the Maybelline Fit Me. I love this powder. I got mine in the shade Light, so it's a loose finishing powder. So let's go into that second. And the first one I'm going to use, I found this on Amazon. It's called the Perfect Pore Pink Pack. So it's a pink powder. And I do use this under my eyes. Pink will just brighten up an area. So we're going to place a little bit on a brush. Let's see if there's any creasing going on. You know, you guys, here's the thing with this concealer. You really don't even have to set it with powder. I found that out the other day. You could probably just use a little bit of setting spray and it's not going to really move. So yeah, this is a very good, concealer. I just can't even believe it. So I'm just going to place a little bit under my eyes, and let's see if you guys could see a difference, if it brightened it any. I do see a slight difference. Just put a little bit there, and just going to place a little bit down the T-zone just to brighten this area. Yeah, that is a very nice powder. It doesn't look chalky. It doesn't look too powdery. It just kind of melted right into my skin. So very nice. And then I am going to take the Maybelline Fit Me and just place a little bit in my cap. Just about that much, you guys. And take a fluffy brush. Really get that into the bristles. And I'm not going to apply too much powder, but just a little bit. Because the other day, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to place powder just on the left-hand side and just see if that makes a difference. We're going to keep this side without any powder and see by the end of the night which one stayed better. So stayed on better. Okay, and then for powder or blush, you guys, I found this in the back of my drawer. I actually used it for a TikTok, and it is so beautiful. I'm so glad I found it. And do you guys remember Believe Beauty? A lot of people don't even talk about this anymore, but it is such a beautiful blush here. And one side there's matte, and this is like a blush topper, so it has a little bit of highlight. So you do got to be careful with that because that is pretty shiny. So I'm actually just going to go into the matte part right now and place that on the cheek. Isn't that beautiful though? It's just very subtle, but it is so pretty. Now wait until you see when I put this highlight over it. I'm going to place a little bit of the matte again in my eyeshadow. I love doing this. If you are new, it just kind of makes everything look a little bit more uniform and put together. Now I am going to go into kind of both of them, kind of stamp my brush around. And this is just going to add a beautiful glow. So this reminds me like of the Milani blushes. They have just that little bit of glow in them. And also my new Laura Gellers, you know, they have just that beautiful glow. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Love this. $5 at Dollar General. Okay, you guys, so let's go back into the palette, the e.l.f. palette here. And I think I'm just going to place a little bit of the black on this brush and put that right here in the outer corner, just a little bit, you guys. And again, just drag it back up. Okay, and then I'm going to go into a little small brush here and go into this shade right here and just kind of smoke this out. Okay, you guys, let's go into the mascara, and the one that I did bring down, I think I grabbed another thing from AOA. It is, and it's called their Fat Lash. I think I remembered liking this, that's why I brought it back down. I just want to reconfirm that. So I'm just going to, you guys, I'm a hot mess, curl my lashes. Oh boy, you guys, I'm telling you, I think I'm a little rusty at this. Makeup all over the place. So let's take a look at this wand. So it does have a old school wand on here. And yeah, from what I remember, I think I did like it. So yeah, it grabs the lashes really well. And it's really keeping the curl on them. So far so good, you guys. Okay, guys, so just a few strokes. And look at that. For $2. This is a really nice mascara. So this is with 2 coats of the mascara. It's really nice. I will say it does dry down pretty quick. So you do got to move a little fast with it. So I'll let you know, too, by the end of the night if it kind of smeared or flaked or anything like that. Okay, and for the lips, I'm actually going to be trying out something here from Hard Candy. They sent over all of their new lip oils, and it's called Glosstopia Lip Repair Oil. There's 6 shades, and the key benefits is vitamin E and squalane, provide an intense hydration. Jojoba oil forms a protective barrier and locks in moisture. Now, these are supposed to be a dupe to the Dior. I wouldn't know because I'm not that fancy, but this is what the packaging looks like here. So it kind of reminds me of like Rare Beauty with the little ball on top. So yeah, you guys, the other day I did try out this one and I absolutely loved it. So let me show you what it looks like, because you would think, oh, that's not going to go with your look, but they're so sheer, you know, that there's very little tint to it. So I am going to line my lips though, and I'm going to use my Milani, and I don't know what shade this is. I think it's Nude Entrance. So let's try this out. Yeah, this is such a nice liner. Really goes on super smooth. Yeah, let's try out this Very Divine. Yeah, like I said, you guys, I've already tried it, and they are so hydrating. Feel so great on the lips. They're not sticky. And wait till you see this doe foot applicator. It's very large, but I kind of like that because you can get this on in seconds. So As you can see how shiny this is. And it has just a little bit of tint, just enough to make a difference. There is a slight scent to it, but it's just very light. But look at that shine and how juicy my lips look. Oh, I love this. I swear this is going to be, one of these will be on my purse every day because especially like during the summer when our lips get super chapped and dry. These are just so comfortable and so hydrating. Love these. Okay, you guys, I think that is it for right now. I'm going to, be going out today. It is very humid here in Michigan, so we'll get a really good idea how it does withstand humidity. And I don't even know what time it is, you guys. I'm going to have to look. Hold on one second. Okay, you guys, I had to run upstairs. I forgot my watch. I feel so unprepared. But it's 2:09 in the afternoon, and I'm going to come back down about 10 o'clock this evening. That gives us around 8 hours of wear time. Again, it's hot and humid outside here in Michigan, so we're going to get a really good idea how this wears. All right, you guys, I'll see you around 10 o'clock. Okay, you guys, we have made it to 12:15 a.m., so we're well past that 8-hour mark. I'm super excited. I actually fell asleep on the couch. I woke up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go film the ending of this video. So I looked in the mirror, you guys. It looks absolutely amazing. Just like the other day. Today actually looks a little better. And like I said, here in Michigan, it has been very humid. I actually was out in rain. We got caught in a little bit of rain. We went grocery shopping and stuff like that. So this is what the makeup is looking like. I mean, it is intact everywhere. The only place that there is any slight wear is on the tip of my nose, just like the other day. And that is so common for me. But even, in between my eyes here, because I wear glasses. And if you see, it sits right up against that. And usually, with other foundations or stuff, it will just kind of fade or kind of be separated. And it's not at all. But look at my nose. I mean, there's still product on there. It's a little oily through here, but you guys, that is so normal, especially being it was so humid. I can't even explain to you how disgusting humid it was here in Michigan today. So it was, it really withstands the humidity, rain, sleep. So I am super excited about this. So as of right now, if I had to choose between the two, let's say they both were empty right now. As of today, I think I would actually purchase this one here, the Maybelline. I just like the coverage. It just, has slightly more coverage than this one. And I do like a more, I don't know, about a medium finish. And this one has just like a light coverage, which I love too. On certain days, that's just amazing. But on the daily, I would probably reach more towards this one here. And I just feel like I don't know, it just looks, I don't know, almost the exact same as this morning. So, and if I can remember, I only set with powder on the left-hand side. Let me see if that made a difference. Not really, you guys. They look exactly the same. As for the pore filling, actually, this side looks a little bit at this point. I don't know. It's hard to tell you guys. They look very similar. Just certain angles, certain ways, that the light hits it. Yeah, at first I would have thought this was, looking a little bit more blurred, but they honestly look pretty much the same. So I think, either way on the pore filler, it's probably just a preference if you like the putty or the liquid better. I myself do like the liquid better. I just like how it applied much better than the putty. So I'm glad I purchased that. And if I was to repurchase it, I'd buy the liquid form. So yeah, you guys, I'm super happy. As you can see, the concealer is still looking great. I'm not seeing really any, I don't know, I'm not seeing any creasing at all. And the mascara looks really good. There's really no flaking, no smearing, and I fell asleep. So, you guys, it is such a successful day in makeup here. So I am super happy. Have you guys tried this new Maybelline Superstay? If so, I would love to hear your thoughts, how it wore on you, and what you think of it. But as of right now, I'm really loving this. I'm super happy that I purchased this. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it informative and helpful. And if you did, if you please hit that like button, it truly does help my channel and I truly appreciate it. I can't wait to see you guys again. I love you so much. And until next time.